My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the BBA third semester subject Introduction to Information Technology as prescribed by Osmania University and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 1 first important short question is: explain primary and secondary storage. Primary and secondary storage. Computers need storage to keep data and programs. There are two types of storage, primary and secondary. 1. Primary storage. Also called main memory, it stores data temporarily while the computer is running. It is fast but small. Examples include RAM, random access memory, and cache memory. For example, when you open a Word document, it loads into RAM so you can work on it. When the computer is turned off, the data in RAM is lost. 2. Secondary storage. This is permanent storage where data is saved for long-term use. It is slower but larger than primary storage. Examples include hard disk drives, HDD, solid-state drives, SSD, CDS, and USB drives. For example, when you save your photo on a pen drive, it stays there even after the computer is switched off. Tip to remember. Think RAM is equal to workspace, HDD SSD is equal to cupboard. Workspace is fast but temporary. Cupboard keeps things safe for long. Next important short question is: 2. Define operating system. Operating system, OS. An operating system, OS, is a special software that acts as a bridge between the computer hardware and the user. It helps the computer run smoothly by managing hardware, software, and user tasks. Without an OS, a computer is like a car without a driver, it cannot function properly. Functions of an OS. 1. Manages hardware, controls CPU, memory, and storage. 2. Runs applications, helps programs like Word, Excel, or games to work. 3. Provides user interface, lets you interact with the computer easily, example, clicking icons in Windows. 4. Handles files and data, organizes files on your hard disk. Example, Windows, Linux, and Android are popular operating systems. For instance, when you open a photo on your phone, Android OS manages memory, storage, and screen display so you can see it. Tip to remember: OS is equal to manager of your computer. It controls, coordinates, and makes everything work. Next important short question is: 3. List the types of operating systems. Operating systems are classified based on how they manage users and tasks. The main types are: 1. Batch operating system. Executes jobs in batches without user interaction. Example, early IBM computers. Memory tip: think batch is equal to group work. 2. Time-sharing OS, multitasking OS. Allows multiple users or tasks to run at the same time by sharing CPU time. Example, Windows, Linux. Memory tip: think time-sharing is equal to everyone gets a turn quickly. 3. Distributed OS. Manages a group of computers connected in a network as a single system. Example, cloud computing systems. 4. Network OS. Manages resources and communication over a network. Example, Novel Netware. 5. Real-time OS, RTOS. Provides immediate response to input, used in critical systems. Example, airplane control, medical machines. Tip to remember: batch time sharing distributed network real time is equal to BTDNR, like a shortcut code. Next important short question is 4. What is a network? Network. A network is a group of two or more computers or devices connected together so they can share data, resources, and information. Networks make communication faster and resources like printers, internet, or files available to everyone connected. Example: your home Wi-Fi connects your phone, laptop, and smart TV. All devices can access the internet and share files. In a school or office, computers connected in a network can share printers, documents, and software. Types of networks. 1. LAN, local area network, small area, like home, school, or office. 2. WAN, wide area network, large area, like connecting cities or countries, example, the internet. Tip to remember. Think of a network as a digital friendship circle. All devices can talk and help each other, just like friends sharing notes or resources. Next important short question is 5. What is TCP/IP? TCP/IP. TCP/IP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. It is a set of rules that computers use to communicate over the internet or any network. Think of it as a language or traffic system that makes sure data travels safely and reaches the correct device. How it works. 1. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, breaks data into small packets, sends them, and ensures all packets arrive in the correct order. 2. IP, Internet Protocol, gives each device a unique address, like your home address, so data reaches the right destination. Example: when you send an email, TCP splits it into packets, and IP ensures it reaches your friend's computer. Browsing websites, video calls, and online games all use TCP/IP. Tip to remember. TCP is equal to Packet Manager, IP is equal to Address Guide. Together, they make internet communication reliable and fast. Next, Unit 1. Long questions. First important long question is: what is an operating system? Discuss various functions of an operating system. Operating System, OS. An operating system, OS, is a special software that manages computer hardware, software, and user interaction. It acts as a bridge between the user and the computer hardware, making the computer easier to use. Without an OS, a computer cannot run programs or perform tasks efficiently. Example: Windows, Linux, and Android are popular operating systems. When you open a Word document, the OS manages memory, CPU, and storage so the program works properly. Functions of an operating system. 1. Memory management. The OS keeps track of all memory locations, allocates memory to programs, and ensures that running programs don't overwrite each other. Example: when multiple apps are open on your phone, the OS ensures each app gets enough RAM without crashing. 2. Process management. The OS manages processes, programs in execution. It decides which process gets CPU time and for how long. Example: while listening to music and browsing the internet, the OS allows both tasks to run smoothly. 3. File management. Organizes and manages files on storage devices like HDD, SSD, or USB drives. Example: creating, saving, copying, or deleting a file on your computer. 4. Device management. Controls input-output devices like keyboard, mouse, printer, or scanner. Example: when you print a document, the OS communicates with the printer. 5. User interface. Provides a way for users to interact with the computer. Example: graphical user interface, GUI, in Windows with icons and menus makes it easy to operate. 6. Security and access control. Protects the system from unauthorized access and ensures only valid users can use resources. Example, login passwords or biometric verification. 7. Networking support. Manages network connections and data communication. Example, sharing files or using the internet. Tip to remember. Think of an OS as a manager of your computer. It organizes, controls, protects, and coordinates everything so your computer works efficiently, just like a good manager in an office. Next important long question is: to explain the meaning of software and elaborate on the classification of software. Software. Software is a set of instructions or programs that tell the computer how to perform tasks. Unlike hardware, which is the physical part of the computer, software is intangible, you cannot touch it, but it makes the computer work. Example, Microsoft Word, Google Chrome, and video games are all software programs. Without software, hardware is useless, like a TV without channels. Classification of software. Software is mainly classified into two types: system software and application software. 1. System software. Helps the computer run and manage hardware. It acts as a bridge between the user and the hardware. Example, operating systems like Windows, Linux, macOS, and utility programs like antivirus or disk management tools. Tip: think of system software as the engine of the computer that keeps it running smoothly. 2. Application software. Helps the user perform specific tasks. It is designed for end users. Examples: word processing, Microsoft Word; spreadsheets, Excel; web browsing, Google Chrome; games, PUBG, Candy Crush. Tip: think of application software as the tools in your toolbox, each designed for a particular task. Summary table, easy to remember. Type purpose examples. Memory tip. System software run and manage computer hardware. Windows, Linux, antivirus engine of computer. Application software perform user-specific tasks. Word, Excel, Chrome, games, tools in toolbox. Tip to remember. System software is equal to engine, application software is equal to tools. The engine keeps the computer alive, and tools let you do useful work. Next important long question is: 3. Write about computer memory devices. Computer memory devices. A computer memory device is a component used to store data, instructions, and programs temporarily or permanently. Memory is essential because a computer cannot work without storing information. Computer memory is mainly divided into primary memory and secondary memory. 1. Primary memory. Also called main memory, it stores data temporarily while the computer is running. It is fast but small in size. Types of primary memory. RAM, random access memory, temporary memory used while programs are running. Data is lost when the computer is switched off. Example, when you open a Word document, it is loaded into RAM for fast access. ROM, read-only memory, permanent memory that stores essential instructions for booting the computer. Example, BIOS instructions are stored in ROM. Cache memory, very fast memory located inside or near the CPU to speed up data access. Tip to remember: primary memory is equal to workspace of computer, fast and temporary. 2. Secondary memory. Also called auxiliary memory, it stores data permanently. It is slower than primary memory but has larger capacity. Examples of secondary memory: hard disk drive, HDD magnetic storage for long-term use. Solid-state drive, SSD faster storage using flash memory. CDs, DVDs, USB drives, and memory cards, portable storage devices. Tip to remember, secondary memory is equal to cupboard of computer, keeps data safe for a long time. Summary table, easy to remember. Memory type speed volatility example memory tip. Primary memory fast temporary RAM, ROM, cache workspace. Secondary memory slower permanent HDD, SSD, USB, CD DVD cupboard. Fun tip, think of RAM is equal to your desk where you work on tasks, and HDD SSD is equal to your cupboard where you store everything safely for later. Next important long question is 4. Define operating systems. Elaborate on the types of OS and discuss on the understanding of GUI networks. Operating system, OS. An operating system, OS, is a special software that manages computer hardware, software, and user interaction. It acts as a bridge between the user and the computer hardware, helping programs run smoothly and efficiently. Without an OS, a computer cannot perform any tasks. Example, Windows, Linux, and Android are popular operating systems. For instance, when you open a video on your laptop, the OS manages memory, CPU, and display so you can watch it smoothly. Types of operating systems. 1. Batch operating system, executes jobs in batches without user interaction. Example, early IBM computers. 2. Time-sharing multitasking OS, allows multiple tasks or users at the same time by sharing CPU time. Example, Windows, Linux. 3. Distributed OS, manages a group of computers as a single system. Example, cloud computing systems. 4. Network OS, manages resources and communication over a network. Example, Novel Netware. 5. Real-time OS, RTOS provides immediate response for critical tasks. Example, airplane control systems, medical devices. Tip to remember, batch time sharing distributed network real-time is equal to BTDNR. Understanding GUI, graphical user interface. GUI is a visual interface that allows users to interact with the computer using icons, buttons, and menus instead of typing commands. Example, Windows desktop with icons, start menu, and taskbar. Memory tip, GUI is equal to pictures and icons instead of text commands. Understanding networks. A network is a group of computers connected to share data and resources. LAN, local area network, small area, like home or office. WAN, wide area network, large area, like the internet connecting countries. Tip to remember, network is equal to digital friendship circle where computers help each other by sharing files, printers, and internet. Fun tip to remember everything. OS is equal to manager, GUI is equal to easy interaction, network is equal to teamwork. So, an OS manages the computer, GUI helps you work easily, and networks help computers talk to each other. Next important long question is 5. What is OSI model? Explain. OSI model, Open Systems Interconnection Model. The OSI model is a conceptual framework that helps us understand how computers communicate over a network. It was created by ISO, International Organization for Standardization, to standardize networking and make different devices and systems work together. The OSI model divides network communication into 7 layers, where each layer has a specific role. The 7 layers of OSI model. 1. Physical layer. deals with actual hardware and transmission of raw bits through cables, Wi-Fi, or fiber. Example, Ethernet cable, USB, or fiber optic. 2. Data link layer. Ensures error-free data transfer between devices on the same network. Example, MAC addresses, switches. 3. Network layer. Decides how data reaches the correct destination using IP addresses. Example, routers direct packets of data across networks. 4. Transport layer. Provides reliable data delivery using protocols like TCP and UDP. Example, ensures emails or files are sent without loss. 5. Session layer. Manages sessions or connections between computers. Example, keeps your video call connected without dropping. 6. Presentation layer. Translates data into a format the application can understand. Example, converts encryption, text formats, or images. 7. Application layer. Interacts with software applications and provides network services to users. Example, browsers, email apps, or file transfer programs. Tip to remember OSI layers. Use the mnemonic. Please do not throw sausage pizza away. Physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, application. Fun example. Sending an email. Physical layer transmits bits. Network layer ensures it reaches the correct IP. Transport layer makes sure all parts arrive safely. Application layer displays it in your Gmail. Memory tip, think of the OSI model as a postal system. Each layer has a role, from packing the letter, presentation, addressing it, network, sending it, physical, to delivering it safely, transport.